Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch the video of this young lady that was at the palace that was racially abused. Let's listen.
A British charity campaigner who was repeatedly asked at a royal reception where she was really from by a senior figure in the royal household has described her experience as abuse. Ngozi Fulani was questioned about her background by Lady Susan Hussey, Prince William's godmother and the late Queen's lady-in-waiting at Buckingham Palace on Tuesday. It comes as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex prepare to release their documentary next week in what they say is the inside story of why they stepped away from royal duties. Our royal correspondent Sarah Campbell reports.
I'm very clear, right? No matter how uncomfortable it is for other people to accept, I'm very clear that I experienced racism in an environment that I should have felt safe in, and we need to address that.
Ngozi Fulani was invited along with 300 other guests to a reception at Buckingham Palace, highlighting the issue of violence against women. Here she is seen being warmly greeted by the Queen Consort. But earlier, she says she'd received a very different welcome from a senior palace aide, Lady Susan Hussey.
When the lady first approached me, one of the first things she did was to take my locks and move it out of the way. No conversation at first, and then she says, I just want to see your name back.
Ms. Fulani, born in Britain, then says she was repeatedly and aggressively questioned.
I'm from here, I was born here. Yeah, but where are you really from? I'm really from here. Yeah, but okay, so I can see that this is going to be a bit of a challenge. She said, what's your nationality? And I said, lady, I was born here, I'm British. I was thinking that would be the end of it. No.
Lady Susan Hussey, seen here in blue, was a lady-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth for 6 decades. Yesterday, she resigned from her honorary role within the royal household and offered her profound apologies for the hurt caused. Lady Hussey is also Prince William's godmother. Today, the royal couple's visit to the US city of Boston continued. The headlines were supposed to be about his Earthshot Prize, the award he founded for environmental innovations. But instead, accusations of racism have had once again to be addressed. And today, the promise of more royal revelations.
No one sees what's happening behind closed doors.
Netflix released the first look at its 6-part series starring the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which will, according to the streaming giant,
when the stakes are this high, does it make more sense to hear our story from us?
Look at the challenges which forced them to step back as senior royals. Sarah Campbell, BBC News.
Now, as you can see from the video, it is incredible. The incredulity of somebody touching the woman's hair without her permission. Says, I just want to see your badge name. Like she's some kind of a chattel. Like it doesn't matter, I can do as I want. And the lady is somebody that is a guest in the palace. And then on top of that, to be questioned about her nationality repeatedly. And the lady kept saying, I'm British, I was born here. A little note to those who are saying, oh, she was right, okay, she shouldn't take it so light, so heavily and everything else. You need to understand that this lady has stated who she was, and that should have been enough. And the racists don't get to tell us how we feel about how we are treated. You don't get to do that. You need to understand. You don't get to tell us how to feel about that when we are being racially abused. You do not. What are your thoughts on the video? Let me know your comments. Leave your comments. Let's hear from you. Thank you.